Hey y'all, this is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood episode 7. And don't worry, I do have the link to the full episode in the description box when it's available. I don't know if it's available by the time I post this, but when it's available, I would definitely put it in the description box below for you. So don't worry. If you're going to watch this review, then that's perfectly fine. If not, then, just go ahead and hit me up with the like button and keep it moving. Okay? Thanks anyways, though. And everybody can, just go ahead and hit that like button, that thumbs up button, alright? Alright, thank you for your time. Anyways, now for the people that are staying, thank you for watching my videos. Everybody that liked my videos, thank you. Everybody that subscribes to me, thank you so much. That it means a lot to me when I get new subscribers, because it means that y'all like my videos and you want to keep watching. So I just thank you, and I thank for everybody that wrote me positive comments. Okay, I appreciate it. I really do. I'm gonna try to hurry it up. I ain't gonna try to get into it so much, but yeah, I appreciate all the positivity and the love that y'all gave me. And I have had some people write me some effed up stuff and some mean stuff, and I just want to tell you, God bless you. How about that? Okay? Keep it cute and keep it moving. Alright? So, thank you. Somebody wrote something earlier today, and it got actually marked as spam, so I just erased it anyways. But they basically said that, they weren't going to be mean. What they planned on doing was being mean. They actually said that, and that, I guess I'm not professional, but they commend me for doing this anyways, and that, and they said some other effed up stuff, but they said that since I can get the confidence up to do this and do something that makes me happy, that, there's no excuse for anybody, and I just want to let y'all know that forget all the negativity and all that, because when I first started early, this spring, I think, back in May, I wasn't that good at it. Okay, I wasn't, but I was just trying. I'm very shy. I definitely was camera shy. I'm more confident now, and I'm more comfortable now in front of the camera. But I want, everybody to recognize their talents and their skills, and if you can, like, go on YouTube and anything like that, and if you have a passion, you can put it on YouTube. You can make your website, anything like that. I just want to inspire everybody to do what their dreams are. And you can go on YouTube and create you a page. If you're if you're an actor or actress, or you want to be, you can make you some skits on YouTube. Yes, you will be compensated for it, but you will not be rich overnight. You will have to work hard for it. But anything that you want to do, you got skills, anything like that, doing hair or fixing things around the house, people, it's thousands of ways that, different things on YouTube. 3 billion people watch YouTube every day. Okay, so there's so many things that you can do on YouTube. Alright, so that's it. I just thank y'all and I love y'all. And we're going to get into this review. I'm sorry for taking so long. Anyways, okay? Oh, Lord. Alright, so first off is Tierra Marie, and Young Bird is in the studio. Young Bird, basically produced the track for Tierra. He said she sound good, and he heard about what, his boy Sincere told her what happened, that she wasn't doing too well at the show last time, but he don't care. If she can keep singing like this, then, he can take her to the top. He can give her some more hits and take her to the top. And I was like, oh, that's somebody that's very confident in themselves. So, they end up talking, and she's like, yeah, I'm so glad, I never thought that me and you would have such good chemistry in it. Like, this song sounds great. You know, I've been going through so much. This is good. Okay, this is good for me. And I thank you for that. And he's getting, like, real comfortable. Like, yeah, you know, I never thought we'd be doing this too. And I believe he put his hand on her thigh. It was like, yeah, you doing good. You know, it's hard because it's crazy because you never had nobody do right by you, have you? I was like, oh shit, here he come with the damn games. Okay, really? Like that? Just because him, you know, her and Hazel ain't cool no more, don't mean you push up on her to get back at Hazel. Wait, I thought you and Ray J was friends. Like, what the fuck? Come on now, that shit wasn't cool at all. Tierra looked like she wasn't minding it too much. I'ma say that. Okay, so we're gonna move on from them. So next is Omari and April. You know, April's really just talking about how they gotta get ready for the baby, and Omari's telling him that when he told his mom about how she felt and that she didn't want the mom to come to the birth thing, she was hurt. And she was like, well, I don't want her to be there if, you know, she gonna be treating me like this and talking to me all kind of crazy. I don't need to be stressed out. And he was like, yeah, that's fine, but, you know, I'm gonna have her talk to you or whatever. And then April was like, okay, so speaking of the baby, you know, in like 72 hours, we're gonna have to take him back to the pediatrician. And do you still want to get him circumcised? And he's like, yeah, why not? And she was like, okay, well, since baby is getting circumcised, you need to get circumcised along with them. And I was like, is they really saying this shit on here? And he's like, yeah, okay, well, I guess I can go do that, yeah. I didn't really see myself doing that as an adult. I really don't see the need. She was like, well, you know, I'm real horny, okay? And your dick is too big. Like, it's just too big. It hurts when it goes inside of me and stuff like that. I need you to get circumcised. And he was like, alright, I'm gonna get circumcised. It might not be right now, but yeah. If my son man enough to get circumcised, I'm man enough to get circumcised too. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Alright, so next is Leslie actually shows up to April to apologize. But the thing is, April doesn't know what she's there to apologize for. Or so she says. And April's like, I'm going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to talk to this lady. I'm going to let her know. And she's like, okay, well, when you came to my baby shower, I just felt like it was so inappropriate what you did. You told me I wasn't fit to be a mother. And she was like, yeah, I don't think that you're making any sacrifices to be a mother. And she was like, how do you know what, you know, me making sacrifices and stuff like that? And Leslie's like, well, you know, she's like, I've been on tour with him. She was like, exactly. Why would you be going on tour and you got a new baby? And Leslie's like, not Leslie, April was like, okay, first of all, you ain't my doctor, okay? If the doctor says okay, then it's okay for me to go out on tour when the baby is 2 months, okay? Don't do that. You don't check my coochie. And Leslie's like, well, hold up. I was just saying that out of concern for you, okay? Now, when I was pregnant, I wasn't ready either. I wasn't ready, and my mother had to get on me all the time. So then, when the baby came, I made sacrifices. You have to stay at home when you have a baby. And when I said to you at the baby shower, I wasn't saying that you wasn't fit to be a mother. I said you weren't ready to be a mother. And I was really, maybe I said it wrong, but I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying it because I was trying to offer you my help. And April got tears. I was like, girl, don't fall for that. You know, I would like Leslie to really step up, be a good grandmother, whatever. But the way you treat that girl, and then the shit you be saying, I don't believe you. And you know, April's like, well, you know, I would want you to be there for the birth. Like, why wouldn't I want my son's grandmother to be there? Okay, that's a tradition with your Nana gave birth to Omari. Like, I just don't want to be stressed out when, you know, I go through labor. And she's like, okay, I understand. And April's like, and if we got to go through this again, you going to send me in premature labor. And she's like, okay, well, I understand. I'm like, okay, I hope that they can keep it cordial. Okay, we don't need all that bullshit. And to me, I saw the pictures of their birth, and it don't look like nobody was there but Omari and the midwife. And matter of fact, I think that's all he said that was there. Omari, the midwife, and April. And the baby when it got there. Alright, so next is Hazel is in the studio with the beats that Young Bird gave her. And she in there rapping, talking about when all the gold diggers go away, you gonna really see that you wanted me, that you needed me. And Masika's like, Hazel must be very delusional because he's told you over and over again he does not want you. He does not, you know, you're not his chick. And he disrespected you. Like, what more do you need? Why are you making songs over him? Let it go. Let it go. And she's right. Masika's right. Hazel, listen to me, okay? He does not want you. He does not want to be with you. He's not even in the studio with you. He just handed you the beats. Okay, it's time to move on. You will find somebody else. Somebody that wants you and can take care of you better, honey. Okay? Move on. Alright, so next is Nia. I feel like I ain't seen Nia on here in a couple of episodes. But anyways, Nia's on there and she's meeting up with her, I think, 3 or 4 other sisters. And they're all dancers. They go on tour with like Trey Songz and Chris Brown or whatever. And she feels like it's time for her sisters to meet Dre, Soulja Boy. And they're like, okay, well, where's this coming from? Like, you know, why now? And she's like, well, we're more serious. We're going to move in together. And it's like, are you sure about this? And has he met Daddy? And she's like, no, he hasn't met Daddy. Have you told Daddy anything about him? No. Okay, well, you need to go tell him about Daddy. Like, if y'all moving in together, I mean, you need to tell Daddy about him. And she's like, oh, gosh. So she goes and talks to SB, Soulja Boy. And he's like, you know, it dawned on me, I ain't never, you know, it's been 8 years on and off. And I ain't never met her people. And I was like, yeah, that shit is odd. I know y'all was like teenagers, but that is odd. Okay. And he's like, oh, well, she's like, yeah, and it's time for you to meet my father. He's coming to town. And he's like, wow, I gotta meet your dad, huh? And she's like, yeah. You know, I've been on tour with her. I know what goes on. He was like, okay, so how did you like it on tour? And she was like, I loved it. I loved it. But I also know what goes on, you know, behind the scenes. Like, my daddy got 10 kids. He was like, wow. Your daddy got 10 kids? She was like, yes, it's 10 of us. How the hell are you with somebody for 8 years and they don't know how many damn siblings you got? I don't understand. I can't be with somebody for 8 days and not know how many siblings they got. Come on now. You really don't know that? Seriously? And she was like, yeah, it's 10 of us. And he like, oh yeah, me and your daddy gonna get along just fine. And he in the confession was talking about, oh yeah, first I was nervous, but then I think it's gonna be cool, cause shit, he's still on his play card, you know. And me and him, we gonna be good. And I'm like, soldier, what the hell are you thinking? This man might be a player, but that is his daughter. Okay, that's his baby. Don't nobody play about their baby like that. Is you serious? You serious? So you think he gonna be like, hey, Soulja Boy, let me tell you how to do my daughter. Alright. First you tell the bitch whatever she wanna hear. And then, okay, you fucking, you leave her. No, it don't go down like that. Okay, it does not go down like that. It don't matter how much the player Teddy Riley is. That's his baby girl. Is you crazy? That's his daughter. He don't want nobody playing over his daughter. And that's the thing men need to realize, okay, and women, when you doing these people wrong, you doing your mate wrong, or all these guys wrong, you doing all these females wrong, you got to remember you're going to have a precious little child one day. You're going to have a precious little girl or a precious little, son who going to take all that slack you gave to their mama and all these other chicks and all these other men, and it's going to happen right to them. It's going to be karma. It's going to come right back around. Don't do it. Okay? Think about it. Think about it. Anyways, so next, Teddy is in town, and he's like, okay, so I just wanted to let you know, like, I've never heard of you. And he's like, wow. Not if he ain't never heard of, Soulja Boy. He hasn't heard that him and his daughter was dating. And he asked him, so how long y'all been together? And Soulja Boy's like, about off and on for 7 years. And he was like, okay, so why y'all break up so much? And Nia was like, cause he cheated. And he was like, yeah, I cheated, but I'm done with that now. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, Nia, I need to talk to him alone. And so he asked him, Soulja, how long, when did you meet my daughter? How did you meet her? He was like, oh, well, my old DJ, he brought her to the crib, and shit, we just hung out all night, and I fell in love with her from then. And he was like, oh, okay. Did you sleep with her on the first day? So I was like, I want to say no. Is that the right answer, Alex? What the fuck? I was like, oh, Lord. And Teddy is not playing. He grilling him for real. So he like, okay, well, I know that you are moving in with her and my granddaughter, and I just want to know, are you ready? I know how it was for me when I was on tour, and I've been in the game for a long time. I know how it is. Okay? Are you ready to really be there and committed to my daughter and to my, to them, to my granddaughter as also? He like, yeah, I'm done with all that. He's like, okay, so, cause I've seen on YouTube some videos of you with females when you drinking and there's drugs involved and it don't look too good. And he was like, yeah, but I'm done with all that. I promise you I'm done. Mr. Riley, and Mr. Riley was grilling the shit out. I mean, he gave him that look like, alright, well, I'm just worried about, keeping him safe. And you got a lot of proving to do. I was like, damn. Shit, he wasn't playing. I see why Nia didn't introduce them. I ain't introducing nobody to my daddy, so I'm engaged. Like, wow. Alright, so anyways, we're gonna get off of them. We done with Nia and Soldier. So now it's Ray J. Ray J talking about how he mad that Morgan got fired because she wanna go out and chase her dreams. And she wanna go out and, interview celebrities and stuff. And as I think about it, shit, I'm really mad at Yessie. Because she the one that put all this nonsense in her head. And I was like, damn, you know how bitter and damn jealous you sound like it? You don't care about her? That she supposed to be family. So you should want to see her succeed. You want to see her as your assistant for the rest of your life. So she's not going to grow in her career. Really? So anyways, he goes meets with Yezzy. He was like, so what's up with you giving my assistant Morgan all these ideas and you hooking her up with shit? You know, you got her fired. She was like, what do you mean I got her fired? Look, the girl came here crying and, I told her that maybe she just needs to kind of break away from you somewhat and do her own thing. And he was like, you don't be telling her, to do this. You messing with my... Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Phone call. Sorry about that. Anyways, and he's like, you don't be telling her to, be going out and getting other jobs and shit. And on top of that, you ain't even played my music. And she's like, well, look, I don't like the way you coming at me like that. Look, if the song is not hot, it ain't gonna be played. I don't care who you is. And he like, so you trying to say my music ain't hot? Huh? Man, I go out there and play a song and let everybody hear it. And she's like, okay, well, I'm done with this. And he started getting up in her face. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Ray J right now? Like, he needs to go to rehab. She called the security on him. He was like, oh, so you gonna call security? This how you gonna do it, Dusty? You gonna call security on me? And she like, what the hell? And security ended up taking him out. He ended up acting a damn fool. Next thing you know, this nigga then got arrested in the damn Beverly Hills hotel because he done turned up. Like, somebody accused him of grabbing some female's ass and come to find out he didn't do it. But he turned up and he got kicked out the hotel. Police came for him. This fool, matter of fact, I think I talked on one of my videos in the summer. This fool spits on the police, kicked out the back window in the car, and was in jail for 9 hours. Like, what is wrong? Like, you need help. So, his music manager, I can't remember his name, but he's like, so what's up with you? Like, why am I picking you up from jail? And he's like, look, let me tell you what happened, alright? So, I was just in there, and I was minding my own business. Then some guy come up to me, talking about I grabbed some chick female. I was like, I grabbed some chick ass. I'm like, where the chick at? Like, I ain't grabbed nobody. If I grabbed her ass, where's she at? Okay, I'm over here by myself, minding my own damn business. Where's she at? And he talking about he gonna make a citizen arrest. So shit, I turned up. And his manager asked, was you drinking? He was like, I ain't got no drinking problem, okay? My problem is people messing with me while I'm drinking. I was like, I like the way you look at that. That you spent that shit for real, okay? That was funny. Anyways, but it's sad. So he tell him, so the thing that happened at the tattoo parlor with Tierra, that wasn't your fault, right? The RayJ.com party, when that turned up, that wasn't your fault, right? And I'm like, well, I don't really think that was Ray J's fault. You know, maybe he shouldn't have invited Tierra. I don't think that was his fault. I think that was his chick fault, Princess, because she the one that was out of line from what I saw on the show. Anyways, but yeah, Reggie needs to get whatever going on in his little head together. Okay, well, his big head together. Because this fool is going to spiral out of control. So next, Tierra goes and talks to his manager. I cannot remember this man's name. And she was like, so what's up? He's like, what's up, T? I ain't see you in a while. How you been? She's like, I'm good, but I'm really just here because I want to know what's going on with Ray J. Like, I heard he got arrested and all that. And she was like, yeah, but, you know, he ain't going to jail, so you ain't got to worry about that. I'm going to try to keep him out of jail the best I can. And she was like, so what's going on? I heard, like, he spit on the cops and kicked out windows. Like, is he okay? Like, you know, we haven't talked in a while, but I still care about him. Is he okay? And, you know, the manager was like, yeah, he okay, but I see you still care about him. Have you hit him up? She was like, no, we ain't been talking. He was like, so? Do you still care about him? You still miss him? And she was like, what is you talking about? And he was like, you miss him? You know, go ahead and hit him up. He was like, no, he has a girl now. And he like, so what that mean? Go get your man. It sound like Tamar. That's basically what he talked. Go get your man. And she was like, no, I ain't gonna do that. I don't know all about that. And then she go show up to the studio where Ray J at. And she was like, what's up? And he like, nothing. Like, just dead and dry as fuck. Ooh, dead and dry as fuck. So she's like, what's going on? You know, I heard all this about you getting to, you know, the police and all that. And he's like, nothing, it's all good. She was like, okay, well, I just want to apologize for what's been happening between us. And he was like, look, you did what you wanted to do. And she was like, okay, and you did what you wanted to do. You reacted to me, and you didn't have to act a damn fool either. And he was like, it don't matter. It don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. And she was like, okay, well, you just don't understand. Like, I'm trying to come and apologize to you. And he was like, I don't have to understand, okay? You ain't my girl no more. It's over. And she was like, yeah, you, with the girl that you cheated on me with. He was like, cheat on you? We was never together like that. She was like, what are you talking about? We was together for 8-9 years. We weren't never together like that. We were just fucking around. Damn, you gonna be cold like that? So basically, you trying to act like Young Bird and Tierra's Hazel. So now that you going through your shit, you gonna say that y'all went together. Do you really mean that? If y'all went together, why was all her shit at your place? Hello? I don't hear you. Exactly. Stop with the bullshit. Anyway, so we going to Hazel and Young Bird. Hazel's getting picked up by Young Bird, and he's like, okay, what's up? She dressed herself up all real nice. So I'm like, okay, she's trying to get him. And he's like, so what's up? What's been going on? She was like, nothing. I've been in the studio working. He was like, okay, what you been working on? She was like, the beats you gave me. He was like, all right, so let me hear it. So she played a song, and she talking about how this the 4-page letter, and she gonna hold him down and all kind of stuff. And he like cut it off like, man, what the what's wrong with you? When would you ever my bitch? And she's like, oh, don't act like that. Like, it's been for years. I've been holding you down. And he's like, what if I don't want you? What are you talking about? And she was like, you ain't been going out into the studio with me. I've been, doing the studio sessions all by myself. He was like, yeah. That's fine. And she was like, okay, because you've been working with Tierra. And he was like, Tierra? Who, my boo? I was like, oh, no. What the hell? Nah, that shit is fine. Who, my boo? Yo, boo? Yeah, that's my boo. you know, I believe in her more than I believe in you. And she like, what? Man, you gonna make me hit you? He's like, okay, go ahead then. She just, and he was trying to hit her ass back. And both the security pull her out one side of the car and pour him out the other side of the car. He get out the car, take her bag, and throw it on the floor. He tell her that he ain't, throw all her shit on the ground. Tell her he ain't ever gonna work with her again. She needs to basically just come to reality. Hazel, you can do better. You can. Okay? That's it for this episode. It was cool. Next week, Monique's gonna pop that ass on Amanda. I'm sorry. I know it's ratchet as hell. But I can't wait to see it. Okay? Lord forgive me. Alright, thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, I got the 1,000 subscriber giveaway going. I'm trying to get to 1,000. You have to like and share and subscribe. I believe I'm going to try to give away 3 giveaways this time because I'm so grateful for my subscribers. I really am. I appreciate y'all. But y'all be easy, okay? And thanks for watching.